Your prospects have been trained by Amazon, Netflix, and Spotify to expect everything to be tailored specifically for them. So naturally, they kind of expect a more personalized experience in just about everything they book. But most of us service business owners are still stuck in template land. We push every kind of visitor that comes to our site to the same page. One landing page for everyone. Or maybe we do it with our email sequences. That's even more common. Then we wonder why people aren't connecting with our message. It's like trying to have a meaningful conversation with a megaphone. And I know that this may sound like some extra work, but wouldn't it be easier to have a great layout already set in place? Maybe this scenario might put it in better perspective. Have you ever gone to a train station or airport and seen a really long queue, and you get frustrated because you know that the entire thing could have been prevented if they had just made some clear signs and a little bit more planning? But instead, they just stuff everyone in the same area and call it a day. Many service businesses struggling aren't booking at the rate they should because their business's website and landing pages are so generic in its messaging that it converts maybe 2% of your traffic. Your prospects are bouncing because nothing on your page speaks to their specific situation. They can't see themselves in your story, so they move on to someone who makes them feel understood. But with that said, it'll be a totally valid point to not want to add another thing to the heaps of things you already need to juggle. That's why many businesses today are using AI personalization. What is AI-powered personalization? Really? When I say AI personalization, I'm not talking about building some fancy, super complex system that takes over your business. I'm talking about smart systems that help you show the right message to the right person at the right time, automatically. Think about it this way. When someone visits your website, they're already telling you things about themselves through their behavior. Where did they come from? What pages are they looking at? How long are they staying? AI personalization just helps you listen to those signals and respond accordingly. For example, if someone lands on your pricing page first, they're probably further along in their buying journey than someone who's reading your About page. If they're spending time on your case studies, they want proof. If they downloaded your lead magnet but haven't opened your emails, they might need a different approach. The best part? You don't need enterprise-level budgets anymore. There are tools designed specifically for businesses like yours that can start personalizing your marketing for less than what you probably spend on coffee each month. Here's where it gets interesting. Every person who encounters your business is on their own unique journey, dealing with their own specific challenges and looking for solutions that fit their exact situation. Let's say you're a marketing consultant. One prospect might be a solopreneur who's overwhelmed and just needs someone to take marketing off their plate completely. Another might be a growing agency that needs specific expertise in one area. A third might be an established business looking to scale their current efforts. With personalization, your website can actually adapt to speak to each of these people differently. Your email sequences can branch based on what they're most interested in. Your follow-up can address their specific concerns before they even voice them. The question you're probably asking is, how do I know what each person wants before they tell me? That's exactly what personalization tools help you figure out. They track behavior patterns, segment people based on their actions, and help you create experiences that feel tailor-made. When someone feels like you understand their exact situation, something magical happens. Instead of feeling like they're being sold to, they feel like they're being helped. That's the difference between a prospect who ghosts you and one who can't wait to work with you. Here's what changes when you start personalizing your marketing. Instead of hoping your message resonates with someone, you're delivering content that speaks directly to where they are in their journey and what they're struggling with right now. Your email open rates improve because the subject lines actually matter to the person reading them. Your landing page conversions go up because people can see themselves in your messaging. Your sales conversations get easier because prospects arrive already feeling understood and ready to move forward. But here's the deeper benefit that most people miss. When your marketing feels personal and relevant, you stop competing on price. People don't haggle with someone who clearly gets their problem and has the exact solution they need. They invest in working with you because you've demonstrated that you understand their world. This isn't about tricky automation or manipulative tactics. It's about building genuine connections at scale. You're not becoming more robotic. You're becoming more human in how you connect with each person who might work with you. 6. Addressing fears. Is it really as easy as plug and play? I know what you're thinking. This sounds great in theory, but you're probably worried about the practical side. Do I need to hire a tech team? Will I lose my authentic voice? Is this going to be another complicated system that takes months to set up and never works quite right? Here's the truth. You don't need to boil the ocean on day one. The most effective personalization often starts with simple steps that you can implement this week. Maybe it's creating 2 different email sequences based on how people found you, or showing different testimonials based on what service pages people visit. The key is starting with one small change and building from there. You could begin by simply segmenting your email list based on the lead magnet people downloaded, then sending follow-up content that builds on that specific topic. That alone will make your emails feel more relevant and personal. The tools available now are designed for business owners, not programmers. You're not coding anything from scratch. You're using platforms that let you set up rules and triggers through simple interfaces. If you can navigate email marketing software, you can handle basic personalization. 7. Real world, what does success look like for service businesses like yours? Let me paint you a picture of what this looks like in practice. Instead of sending the same welcome email to everyone who joins your list, imagine new subscribers getting a message that acknowledges exactly how they found you and speaks to the specific challenge that brought them to your website. Instead of hoping visitors will figure out how your services apply to their situation, your website actually shows them content and case studies that match their industry or business size. Instead of following up with generic check-in emails, your sequences deliver value that builds on their previous interactions with your content. What does this feel like day to day? You stop wondering if your marketing is working because you can see people engaging with your content in ways that matter. Your sales conversations become consultations rather than pitches because prospects arrive already educated and interested. The question you'll be asking yourself 6 months from now isn't whether personalization works, but why you waited so long to implement it. Because once you experience the difference between marketing that guesses and marketing that knows, you'll never want to go back to the spray and pray approach. 8. The first step. Actionable framework to personalize without tech headaches. So where do you actually start? Here's a simple 3-step framework that any service business can implement without getting overwhelmed. First, audit what you currently have. Look at your landing pages, email sequences, and follow-up processes. Ask yourself, does this speak to everyone the same way, or does it acknowledge that different people have different needs and concerns? Second, prioritize your biggest opportunities. Where are you losing the most potential clients right now? Is it people who visit your website but don't convert? Email subscribers who don't engage? Prospects who seem interested but never move forward? Start there. Third, personalize one element at a time. Don't try to overhaul everything at once. Pick one touch point and make it more relevant to your audience. Test it, measure the results, then move to the next opportunity. If you want to skip the guesswork and get a clear picture of where your biggest personalization opportunities are hiding, I've put together a comprehensive audit that reveals the specific gaps in your current funnel and email marketing that are costing you sales. If you would like a quick 5-minute audit of your funnel or your process to spot the areas that you can test and improve upon, check out the free downloadable checklist especially made for service businesses with smaller teams. It's meant to help you trace the leaks in your own business and identify what your next steps should be to solve it. This way, you can make changes to those exact areas of your sales pipeline and understand your customer better. This way, you'll be more likely to get more out of your marketing efforts even with the same number of leads in future. The link is in the description below. Because the reality is, while you're trying to figure this out on your own, your ideal clients are finding service providers who make them feel understood from the very first interaction. So, don't miss out on this. This has been Rita with clicksandthings.com. See you in the next one.